This morning, I was working on the performance reviews. So we do performance reviews for our studio managers, our leadership team, twice per year. I thought about just doing it once per year because twice is like, it's kind of a lot, but I don't know how long everybody's always going to be with us. And I'd rather spend a little bit more time in a year giving them direct feedback on what they're doing well and what they can improve on rather than not doing that. More feedback and the right feedback is going to be a good thing for the business. And so we've got a template. So basically what happens is the time comes around. So we do it on a quarterly basis or every 2 quarters. So right now it's July. I'm reviewing Q1 and Q2. The time comes, I assign them their self-assessment. They go through a template where they rate themselves and they score themselves across a bunch of different pieces. And then they'll add some subjective commentary in terms of things that they've done, things that they've accomplished, what they're proud of, what they think is where they need to improve. And then they'll submit that to me and I'll take another separate template, which is like a supervisor template. And I use their self-assessment appraisal as the fodder for my assessment of their performance. And then I do a separate kind of scorecard based on this template where I'll go through and I'll look at 11 different things from creativity and innovation to reliability to responsiveness or whatever the main buckets are. You'll add them all up on a 1 through 5 scale and you've got a certain amount of points and then you divide those total points by say 11. So if they got a 55 and there was 11 things, that would be 5 across all of them. You take 55 divided by 11, that would be 5, and that would be like an absolutely outstanding, shining example. You're the best manager that there's ever been in the history of managers. What's cool is we can track their performance and how they're improving over time. And I've just written it down and I print it out each time. It's kind of old school, but it's cool because I can look back if we get a manager that's been with us for, at least 2 performance appraisal periods. And I can look back to see how are they improving, what were things that they were working on. Is that still the same person then that is now? There's been a lot of just positive improvement on these managers. And I'm proud of them to give them that feedback and that development. So overall, it's a little bit of resistance going into something like this when you're kind of reading it and you're figuring it out. And just the time spent it takes, it's like an hour and a half each person just to get my mind right on make their assessment. And then you've got an hour-long meeting where you're going over that with them, and then they're spending time actually putting together that stuff. But it's good because it's giving them feedback and making them better. And then what I'm also working on right now is I'm building out my own marketing and consulting agency. So I've got a really good skill set, learning by doing with Allegiate, of sales and marketing, meaning I can generate leads, I can talk to those leads, I can qualify those leads to see if they're going to be a good fit for Allegiate, and then I can sign them up and close them if so, and then help fulfill on a product. And so I've just been thinking, what would be a way that I can add more value, that I could make some more money, and that I could leverage my knowledge base and skill set through 7 years of being in the gauntlet of a small business owner and generating new business and going through all, as I joke about, like Thomas Edison said, finding a light bulb. I didn't find one way that worked. I found 10,000 that didn't. Well, that's me in sales and marketing with Allegiate. Found 10,000 ways that didn't work. But now that I've spent a lot more time on paid campaign through Meta and just getting into the back end of those things, I've just been starting to roll out, all right, what would a marketing consultancy in an agency look like for myself? Because I love advertising. I love copywriting. I love making creative, reviewing the results and seeing what's working and what's not and adjusting the campaign, just being scientific about it. There's a great book called Scientific Advertising written not by Caples, I forget who wrote it, but David Ogilvy turned it on to me in his book, Ogilvy on Advertising. And this is a fantastic little pamphlet just talking about direct mail coupons and being scientific with your advertising and how you can just be super smart of how you make these experiments, how you test them, and how you can really start to drive $1 in equals $4 or $5 out. And then one of my first clients is going to be Michelle and Visor Girl, because she's got product through Etsy that she's moved thousands of units on, this golf tag. She makes a good profit on it, about $10 a unit in profit, and she's never spent any advertising dollars on it. So the idea is, hey, could we figure out a way to get a return on ad spend of like 3 to 1 on this thing? If you're in e-commerce, you're probably smiling or something like that. Like, yeah, right, 3 to 1 on your very first campaign is not going to happen, but it's possible. And even if we start spending 1 to 1 and we just kind of learn some lessons here and we figure out how to get a 2 to 1 campaign, for every $1 in we get $2 back, for every $1 in we get $3 back, And now we can just start to have a bit more breathing room here and leverage the skill sets that I've already got. So very important for me not to overlap and take away time from Allegiate. That's like one of my main concerns and things. So I just got to be disciplined with my time management. I'm using Scrum to set up this agency and kind of work through it on my own time in my off hours, and doing a little bit of moonlighting here and seeing if I can build this second business. I was telling the guys, first session I've been really nervous about in probably 6 months. I've been sore for 4 days. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 60 kilos on the bar. I'm gonna do 8 sets of 8 with a 3-second tempo. I'm trying to beat 19 minutes. That's what I hit with my partner last Friday, 19.
And one more.
I told Parth, training next to me, he better fucking bring it today because I need him. No half stepping today. You fucking bring it, baby.
Beautiful. One more set down the deadlift.
Only thing going for me right now is I got a really good night's sleep, and Whoop kicked me a green recovery score, so that should help me get through this. We're on the same spiritual journey. Spiritually, we're doing the same thing. Yeah, which is really all that matters. Yeah, it's, oh, you're in week 4 right now? Let's fucking go, Parth.
All right, here we go.
Set 3 of the spiritual journey. Here we go.
4, 3, 2.
It used to hurt my hip when I would back squat, but
3, 2, 2,
since I fixed my biomechanics,
2, 3.
it doesn't hurt anymore.
4, 3.
Just finished set number 6. I got set number 7 and 8. My quads are throbbing.
2, 7.
I want to run. But actually today I don't really want to run. Some days I want to run, but right now I'm good. Parth, this shit's earned, baby. You and me, man. You and me, Parth.
Only one way out the other end.
That's it. Only way is through, Parth.
4, 3, 1. 4, 3, 2, 2.
Depth. Come on.
3, 4,
Oh, yeah.
4, 2, 5. 3. Here we go.
This is 8. Last set, best set. Best depth, best tempo. Oh, man.
Here we go. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 2,
Oh, shit.
4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 5. Just like that, Bart. 6, 4, 3, 2, 7. Come on. 8. That away. Quick step. Right back in. Don't sit. Don't sit. Come on.
Damn it, Parth!
Let's go. Gotta get to that next one. We're on pace, baby. Come on.
Ah!
Come on.
That almost dropped me, Parth, but it didn't.